Previously on Stellar Remnants.
Spider, this is Commander Gibson. Request your assistance. Over.
You sound pretty good for a dead man.
Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, you should be thanking me, especially since the last time we talked you left me in the lurch. I have half a mind to have one of our old colleagues come and give you a visit. You took the job. You took it and then you bailed on me. Guess whose door the Kumo crew came knocking on when they found out their slaves was never delivered? It wasn't yours. Dead men still have needs, apparently. We'll talk about those needs a little later, assuming you have the courage to do this one thing for me. I'll send the details through a secure message.
Oh shit, it's him! Okay, just breathe. Let the muscle memory do its thing. Power to weapons. Time to engage. I need information. I need to know what happened to my partner Patricia, why everyone thinks I'm dead, and why I'm registered as Commander MacLuster.
Oh my, so many questions. I wonder, what will you be willing to sacrifice for those answers?
I don't like this. Something doesn't feel right at all. Spider's been teasing me with vague comments about what happened to Patricia. I think he's planning on drip feeding me information to keep me in his debt. Now he has me headed into Imperial territory with some kind of task in mind. He wanted me to get a head start, and he's going to send me the details of the job via encrypted message. So, here I am, jumping towards Zeman and Torval's territory. I haven't been in Imperial territory for quite some time now. When we first started working on Arissa's list, the lesser targets were mostly in Imperial territory. But as the targets started dropping, the more desirable targets were out of her official reach, in other sectors. We ended up spending a lot of time in Federation space. That feud runs deep. It's no surprise a good many pilots on her list were Federation heroes.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
We had our little spats, as all couples do. But that was one thing that never came between us. We never cared where our target's loyalties lied. If you were on Arissa's list, it was good enough for us. We may have not agreed with all of her politics, but she stood for justice, and that meant good business for our types. Well, this must be the job from Spider. Alright, let's see what he's got in store for us.
All the pieces are in motion, Gibson. Head to Hopkins Dock Station in the LTT 8517 system. Once you get there, all you have to do is dock and wait to be loaded up with 12 tons of cargo. They're already waiting, so it's an easy day for you. 12 tons. Barely worth my time. I don't know why you insist on using such a dinky shit. A Cobra would be much more profitable for me. Once your cargo is secured, you'll be heading to the Sonda system, and you dock at Lee Orbital. They're waiting for you there as well, see? No worries. Spider takes care of his little flies, doesn't he? Once you unload, come on home, and I'll tell you all about your precious Patricia.
You better not be pulling my chain, Spider. I'm sure whatever I'm going to be hauling will be illegal. It's a good thing I equipped some heat sinks and chaff before I left. I guess now that I've got a criminal record, a little smuggling won't make much of a difference. In for a penny, in for a pound, they say. I could probably count all of our trading runs on one hand. Every once in a while, you would find a shipping contract to the same system we're already going to. It would be a nice little cash injection, but nothing worth altering our travel plans for. We never dipped our toes into smuggling, though. We processed so many kill warrants from smugglers, it didn't even seem like it'd be worth the risk. That, and you made me promise to never haul slaves. I'd never been affected by the slave trade, but after hearing your stories about the ordeal with your parents, you gave a pretty convincing argument to stay out of it. If I know Spire at all, this is probably just a narcotics run. It'll be tough keeping my sobriety knowing there's a huge shipment of O back there, but I think I can keep my mind off of it. I hope. Anyway, I know how to keep our ship here cool and quiet at least, so hopefully we won't run into any law at Lee Orbital.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful.
Hope this unload doesn't take too long. The sooner this is over with, the better. Man, these guys aren't messing around. Guess they're not getting paid by the hour. Alright, I guess that's that. Let's get trucking.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Wow. She's feeling a bit sluggish fully loaded. Let's hope I don't need to fight my way out of this little adventure. I'll certainly be at a disadvantage.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Huh. Well, I guess the extra mass doesn't affect her handling at Super Cruise. That's good to know. Huh?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Crap.
Engage.
Hope something hasn't rattled loose from that interdiction. I'll have to have the pad rats take a look at it after I make my delivery. Last thing I need is some component failing in the middle of a jump.
Fuel scooping.
Wouldn't want to end up like President Halsey, poor bastard. Which space is unnerving enough as it is without parts failing on me.
Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
There it is again. Looks like I might have to make a pit stop along the way. Great. That was not a failing component.
Frameshift
No.
drive charging.
No. I am not hearing this right now. Spider, you son of a bitch. Damn it! I have to do this, Patricia. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Frameshift drive charging.
God, what have I
Fuel
done?
scoop disengaged.
Why were they awake? Human cargo is supposed to be under stasis. I can't.
Docking request granted. Shields offline. Silent running. Heat sink deployed. Thermal signature restored. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Hey West, what have a sacrifice for answers on what happened that day? I now have nothing left for you, Spider.
Ship released.
Sacrifice my
Engines
morality,
engaged. Landing
my
gear
humanity,
retracted.
and now my sobriety. There is nothing left. This has to be it. I have nothing left for you. I woke up a dead man with everything I treasured lost to the void.
Four,
Somehow you found what little dignity I had left inside of me and scoured that away as well. The price has been paid. May the void take us both if you've lied about what you know.
frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
It's time to finish this. Spider, this is Gypsum. I'm back. Over.
Secure connection established.
I see you made it back. Safe and sound, Gypsum. I'm so glad you've returned.
Enough with the games. I did what you asked. Just tell me what you know.
So, no problems then? No unusual happenings along the way?
I made the delivery. That's all that matters.
Good. I'm glad to hear you become more reasonable. Yeah, the consummate professional. Business is business after all. No reason to let personal issues get in the way, right? Well, Spider always keeps his side of a bargain. You'll be pleased to hear that Patricia is alive and relatively well.
What? Where is she?
Yes, Patricia's survival pod ejected during the attack and cleared the explosion just in time. Unfortunately for her, her guidance system malfunctioned and she ended up drifting into the Harmon A4 asteroid ring, where she was discovered by some, scoundrel, shall we say? From there, she was sold into slavery and transported to LTT 8517 system for Imperial training. That's when a certain commander smuggled her out of Imperial territory to be sold on the black market as an Imperial pleasure slave at Lee Orbital. I was told there was a malfunction in her stasis pod and she almost escaped. But luckily, the commander kept it professional and completed the delivery as arranged. I meant to thank you for that, Gypsum. She nearly ruined my plans entirely.
No. Spider, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you! Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
What's wrong, Gypsum? I thought you'd be happy to hear Patricia's still alive. I should be hearing thank yous, not this vulgar cursing.
You sell off my partner as a sex slave and you expect me to thank you?
Oh, sorry, Gypsum. I just can't keep a straight face anymore. Have you seriously not guessed who it was that sold you out? It was me. You left a big steaming turd on my doorstep by not delivering that cargo years ago, and now my plans have finally come into fruition. Ha ha! Now I have my very own dog on a leash. Now, from now on, you're gonna do exactly as I say. No questions, no sulking, no complaining. When I say fly, all I'm gonna hear out of you is how far. This is your one and only warning, Gypsum. If you do anything that I haven't told you to do specifically, Patricia dies. If you refuse to do anything I say, Patricia dies. If I even think that I hear anything in your voice that doesn't sound like strict obedience, Patricia dies. And don't even think about trying to track her down again. She's long gone from Lee Orbital, and I have a remote kill switch, so you won't have to find her before I push the button. Have I made myself clear? Well, have I?
Yes. We're clear.
I'm so pleased. We could come to this understanding without further bloodshed. It would be such a pity for me to kill you both after working on this plan for so long. Now get back in your ship. I have a job for you.